Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Sean from Ridesharing101.com. Want to thank everybody for watching the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Please click on the little bell icon so you will be alerted when I come out with a new video log. And today I want to talk to you. There's some kind of legislative stuff still happening in California and New York. So I want to talk to you about that because it's getting kind of interesting. Now, for those of you who don't know, California recently passed AB 5 and the governor signed it into law, and it'll take effect January 1st. And basically, it just sort of affirms the ABC test that we have here in California for what constitutes an employee and what doesn't. And basically, Uber and Lyft have said, well, that's all fine and dandy, but that doesn't apply to us, so we're not going to follow this law. And basically it make gig economy workers employees, according to some people. Other people say no, it just really kind of codifies the existing system. And there's still a little debate as to what exactly it means, but it doesn't really matter because Lyft and Uber say, hey, we're not going to follow it. So which I fully expected anyway from Uber, because Uber, their philosophy has always been it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. And that's basically the whole disruptive economy, which is, well, we'll follow the law when it's in our favor, and then when it's not, we'll just ignore it, because any fines or harm that we're going to incur will be less than the amount of money that we stand to gain. Except for Uber's not turning a profit, so they didn't think that one through too much. But I did post a story from vows.com, and it talked a little bit about this law. And now this wording is according to Vox, so it's not coming down from Uber, but it's interesting. And my friend Renee in Sacramento brings up a good point. In the story, it said drivers are free to accept or decline rides as they please, so they are not employees of Uber, but rather customers of its marketplace. Well, that's really kind of interesting. They're kind of paraphrasing Uber's philosophy on this. Well, what if you're a driver and you kind of screened your trips at the airport and you turned down quite a few because maybe they weren't going far enough, or they weren't going to the direction that you wanted, or whatever reason? Well, Uber prohibited a lot of those people that were turning down rides at the airport from picking up at the airport. So are those drivers really free to accept or decline rides as they please? You need to keep a 4.6 rating, and you also need to keep your acceptance rate at a certain level. Well, if your acceptance rate dropped below a certain threshold and you were deactivated or, temporarily deactivated, are you really free to accept or decline rides as you please? Now, let's jump over to New York City. New York City has decided that they're going to start a scheduling process where basically you're going to need to sign up for shifts in the city of Manhattan or the 5 boroughs. And you're going to have to do this in advance. Now, if you have a 4.8 rating, of taken 1,000 trips in the last 3 months, then you can basically, I think, hop on anytime you want to. But if you don't meet those qualifications, then you have to schedule in advance. The only exception is if demand is really high and there's not enough drivers, you can come in at the last minute if the criteria are correct. Well, this is kind of interesting because One of Uber's selling points was that you can drive anytime, anywhere you want, get your side hustle on. And if you've purchased, let's say, a new car, or purchased a new car to Uber and, just take care of your daily living, if you don't have a 4.8 rating or you've taken 1,000 trips in the last 3 months, you can't really drive anytime or anywhere, can you? So expect a lawsuit over this. Hey, Uber, you said this car had to be, it couldn't be older than X amount of years, and it's different city to city. You said that I had to keep a 4.6 rating or above. Well, I've got a 4.75 rating, but New York is telling me that I have to sign up in advance, so I can't drive anytime, anywhere that I want. You lied, didn't you? So, interesting question, huh? Expect lawsuits over this from people that are like, hey, wait a minute, Uber. New York is telling me I can't do this. You didn't tell me, when I signed up, when I purchased this car. I got this car so, I could drive on your platform, and now you're telling me I can't? People tend to get upset when that happens. Expect a lawsuit. Expect many lawsuits. So kind of interesting stuff happening with Uber and Lyft in the whole rideshare economy. I'm looking forward to the new upstart companies that are starting to pop up, and we'll see what happens, folks. So hey, again, this is Sean from Ridesharing101. Thanks for listening. I will be trying to come out with some more vlogs. I've been, looking for apartments. I've been having a lot of issues with friends lately, and I have flaky friends, so I'm trying to cut my flaky friends out of my life. Everybody take care. Be safe and be nice to one another, and I'll see you next vlog.